Hello, my friends. I have great news today. You know that I've been sharing with you the Bredesen 7 program, the Apollo Health program that helps people heal cognitive issues. And 3 months ago, much to my surprise, when I took their CNS vital signs test, I found that there were 4 different areas where my body wasn't getting what it needed. And it was causing a massive slowdown in my cognitive ability. And I couldn't find answers in the world to what was happening because every doctor I went to looked at all of my regular vital signs and said, "You're like the healthiest 60-year-old woman we know." I was like, "Well, yes, but why can't I connect my thoughts?" And with CNS vital signs, told me that there was a problem. And the Apollo program led me to the right doctors to figure out what the problem is. And I've since learned, and the study is about to be published, that 85% of the people in the program that I'm in reverse and recover from any signs, any and all signs of Alzheimer's disease. And they learn how to keep their brains healthy. And every month I do my CNS vital signs. So the first month that I was after I had been in the program for a month, I did a new test. Most of my scores had gone from red to yellow. And I just did my 3-month test, and my scores, except for 2 areas, are green. We know that green means healed, healing, healed, healing. One of the 85% of the successful people. And the most exciting thing about this is that those 2 that are still yellow are gonna go green. I know that. And it's gonna get greener and greener and better as long as I follow my Bredesen 7 plan. And the awesome thing about it is that every single person who takes this CNS vital signs test has different results. Alzheimer's disease is not one thing. Alzheimer's disease is your brain not getting what it needs. And each person has to figure that out. And they have great trained doctors and dentists who can help you to figure out where your brain is not getting the support it needs, and they teach you how to support your brain. They teach you how to support your brain. They don't subscribe a medicine to you. They teach you how to support your brain. So for 3 months now, I've been learning how to support my brain. I'm going to bring up my little paper that I did for myself here so I can talk to you a little bit about what I'm doing or what my plan is. But don't think that this is going to be your plan. Didn't save to here, so I'm going to do it from memory, and that's even better. So, the first thing that I did was changed my diet to a 12-3 keto diet. And when you think of a 12-3 keto diet, you probably think that that's the meat and cheese diet, right? No, 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 no. fact, when I was doing Dr. Furman's diet, which is a really, really the healthiest vegan diet a person could be doing, no dairy, no wheat, just beautiful, clean food, fruits and vegetables, nuts, beans. I found that while that was a really good diet, it didn't work for me because every time I was eating beans, I was exploding in inflammation. So the more I looked in to I found out what my genetic structure is, and I connected with my genetic structure and found out what my genetic structure was, I found that the 12-3 keto diet was absolutely perfect for me and my physical body. May not be perfect for you, but it was perfect for me. So that doesn't mean that I eat tons of meat. It means what I did was I increased my healthy fats so that my body could start creating ketones by living on the fat, not burning sugar and living on sugar. So now, that vegan diet that I was eating, I took out the legumes and I added some animal proteins, some fish, chicken, and beef that is sourced from wild-caught, pastured, organic, humanely raised eggs, fish, meat. And that meat in my diet is in Weight Watchers sized portions, right? I learned through Weight Watchers that I don't need anything more than the palm of my tiny little hand here, right? The only thing that changed for me, instead of limiting my fats to my fingertips, I now limit my fats to my 2 fingers, because my particular genetic structure really, really needs fat. And my tongue was dry. All my mucous membranes were dry. My brain was dry. And the more I've fed fat to my brain, because the brain is made up of fat, those neuroconnections exist in fat. The low fat way I was living was bad for my brain. My brain needed healthy fats. And I get those healthy fats in the form of MCT oil, nuts that I soak and rinse and then eat, because nuts have mold. More avocados. Eating things like avocado mayonnaise. I don't eat a lot of meat, but the meat that I do now is serving my body. And the 2 things that my doctor told me to be very clear about in my diet is do not eat any grains and do not consume any dairy. Why? Because cows eat grains. So beyond my diet, I take lots of supplements now that are very specific to what is going on in my form. And we only find this out by working with these wonderful doctors. Where are the deficiencies? Where are you not getting nutrients to your brain? And start supporting your brain. So the supplements I'm taking are all about giving my brain more support. Not only is it giving my brain more support, but it's giving my whole body more support. This has also helped me to maintain a really healthy BMI. the healthiest weight range I could possibly be in for this form. So the third thing I've done is gone back to the gym. Started riding my bike more. Started walking the dog longer and longer distances. Because the third thing is getting enough exercise. The whole body needs to sweat, which is the fourth thing, detoxification. Sweating helps your body detoxify. Things like hot saunas and hot baths and aerobic exercise that makes your body sweat. That's helping with the part of detoxification. So the fourth thing is brain practice. So I do this program included in the Apollo Health program called Brain HQ, and I do these brain games. And believe me, they are hard. But what I've seen over this last 3 months is that my scores on those brain games keep going up and up and up and up and up. And these brain games are there to work on different parts of your brain and start to develop different parts of your brain. And I try to change it up and do all kinds of different ones. So I'm growing in all kinds of different areas, but the ones that were in the red, I work on those at least 2-3 times a week just to bring up my brain speed. Oh, the next thing, number 6, is hormonal support. Aging women need hormones in their brain. The more and more I talk to or I listen to these forums, I realize that women and men, their brains need hormones. So I'm happy to be back on bioidentical hormones because that is bringing support to my brain. It's bringing support to my thyroid. It's bringing support to my whole endocrine system. All these things I can feel. And they just feel so very, very good. So the seventh thing is not coming to mind right now. If it comes back to me, I'll let you know. But one of the things I do is I read and I study and I listen to the forums on the Apollo website. I'm pleased that I'm going to be going to functional medicine coaching school. Starting in September, you're going to hear about that. Why? Because this program has brought me from a place of the beginning stages of Alzheimer's disease back to my full and complete self. My brain is healthier now, and I can prove it. I have it on paper from the testing. My scores are going up and up and up and up. Can't wait to see what month 4 is going to look like. It's very motivating. It's a great reason to stop eating sugar. Great reason to stop eating sugar. So astrologically, why did I find this out now? Because Mars came and sat direct on my sun, my ascendant, in conjunct with Chiron. Everything in my first house and my ascendant is in Aries. Aries rules the brain. So, Chiron came in and said, Fatima, I'm going to teach you how to heal your brain, not only for you, but everyone in your genetic line. Everyone in your genetic line is going to learn how to heal their brain. So many people are going to learn how to heal their brain because you are going to heal your brain. Yay. Thank you, Chiron. Thank you, Mars. Thank you, the beautiful sun. Thank you for giving all that to me in my first house so I would have the motivation, the courage to change, to find out what my body needed, no matter what the cost. Find out what my body needed, learn how to give my body the nutrients that it needs, how to get my body to absorb those nutrients, what kind of food I eat that supports my body and what doesn't, regardless of what some great nutritionist says, to really learn. This is your genetic structure. This is what you do. This is how you support yourself. This is how you support your physical form. So I'm going to say once again, if you're forgetting words, people will notice around you that you're forgetting words. Things aren't connecting right. You know that you're having senior moments. We're not supposed to have senior moments. That's telling you that your brain isn't getting what it needs. So go to the Apollo Health site and take the CNS vital signs test. It says free CQ test. And then you get to be willing to do a few things. Get to be willing to start changing things so your body gets the support it needs. So I'm just reporting to you that everything I'm doing, according to what my functional medicine Bredesen trained doctor tells me to do, is working. One of the 85% of people that is reversing Alzheimer's disease. Love you guys. See you next time.